Someone else is here. I noticed it first with my keys. I've had the same keychain since college, an old bottle opener from a bar I don't even remember going to. I never changed it. It's worn smooth from years in my pocket, the logo faded to almost nothing. But one morning last month, I picked them up from the counter and felt off. The keys looked the same, but they didn't feel right. The weight was off, like someone had swapped out the actual keys for copies. One of the teeth on my apartment key was shorter, slightly rounded. But when I tested them, everything worked. Door opened. Mailbox too. So I told myself I was imagining things. Maybe I dropped them, maybe something bent. That's how it starts, though. Small enough that you think it's just stress. Work's been rough lately, sleep hasn't been great. So you brush it off. Then the email came. It was a receipt for a coffee shop I don't go to, some indie spot across town. The charge hit my card around 8:42 a.m. I checked my phone's health app. At that time, I was in the shower. I remember being in the shower. But the receipt had my name, my card. Everything matched. I googled the cafe. They had a little online ordering system. You could leave a note for the barista. Mine said, "See you tomorrow." I started checking my accounts more often after that. There were more weird purchases. A small charge at a gas station I've never been to. A subscription to a language learning app. Someone ordered sushi at 11 p.m. on a Sunday, something I never do. The kicker? They ordered what I might almost pick. Not my usual, but not something I'd hate either. I figured maybe my card had been stolen. But then, why were the purchases so close? Too subtle to notice unless I was actively looking. And then my co-worker asked how the concert was. "What concert?" I asked. She laughed. "The one you posted about on your story. Looked amazing." I never post stories. I barely post at all. I pulled up my account, nothing there. But I checked my camera roll. And there were pictures. Low-quality shots from the back of a crowd. A band I sort of like. Someone had zoomed in, tried to catch the lights, the stage, the vibe. The timestamps matched what my coworker said. Only problem? I wasn't there. I spiraled a little after that. Thought maybe I was sleepwalking. Or maybe dissociating? I'd been stressed, maybe I was blacking out. Losing time. So I did what you're probably thinking, I set up a camera in my bedroom. Cheap webcam. Motion triggered. Just to ease my mind. The next morning, I checked the footage. I never left the bed. But at 3:12 a.m., I sat up. I sat up perfectly straight. Rigid. And stared at the bedroom door. Then, without blinking, I said, "You need to stop watching me." My voice. My face. But it didn't feel like me.